¡Qué chévere! ¡Salud! ¡Salud con café! Bienvenidos to Cafecitos Mano a Mano. I'm Fanny Lora. Grab your cafecito and meet the people behind the music. Hello!
Hola, hello,
Today I'm sitting down with Viri, who's a violinist. Hi Viri, how are you?
hello. I'm good. What about you? How are you?
Good. So the first thing is, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking tea. I love like beach tea and hibiscus tea. So yeah, I'm drinking that. What about you?
Tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, my name is Viridiana. I'm from Mexico, and I'm very happy to be part of the project. I play violin. I play a bit of viola as well. I also like composing my own songs and arranging for my students as well. But yeah,
Wow, the whole package.
I started to play when I was around like maybe like 9. However, I started to learn music like just theory because the program that I went when I was a kid, it was a orchestra program. But before playing in the orchestra and having an instrument, we had just like solfege, like and harmony and theory classes before playing. And I was there like for a year and a half or 2 years, maybe somewhere around there. And I remember that I was when I joined the program, I was always thinking like, oh, I just want to like play and play. And I started with that like theory program first, and I was kind of sad. I was like, oh no, I just want to play. But after I finished the program, when I was like, yeah, like after a year and a half, they said like, okay, you're ready to join the orchestra. And then I was so scared now. I was like, oh no, I just want to be here. I just want to keep like learning notes and like things about music. But they said like, no, 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 no. Now you can play. So I started to play in a community program, in an orchestra program. And yeah, that was my first experience in music. After that, I went to the conservatory, the National Conservatory in Mexico City. Then I went to Conservatorio de las Rosas in Morelia, Michoacan to finish my undergrad. And then I came to Boston to do my master's, and I finished my master's, and now I'm doing GPD.
Wow, you love learning.
I definitely love school, yeah. My main goal was being in an orchestra and just being like an orchestra musician. And when I came to Boston, I started to learn so many other things and other types of like, wow, like music can be like so many other different things.
Absolutely. And it requires that openness and that willingness to go against the grain, against what the path most traveled is, And
Yeah,
that's okay as long as you are brave and you are okay with feeling a little bit wobbly when you're in the trying out of new things, but then things settle down and it's wonderful.
yeah, exactly. It could be, as you said, like could be a little bit scary, but like it's just about trying and trying and trying and keep learning new things, and then at some point you feel again like comfortable doing these new thing or the thing that was new like a few months ago or a years.
Exactly. And then life pushes you towards something new again, So it's like
Yeah,
this ebb and flow of getting comfortable, getting a little bit uncomfortable, and just growing by doing it each time.
yeah.
Yeah. In terms of your role in Mano a Mano, did you have or any thoughts about how you shape phrases within the pieces to mirror the voice and how like the role of the violin parts connects to the vocal part? Yeah, just share a little bit with me
Yeah,
what has been going.
yeah, of course. I feel like, especially as a string player, and uh, yeah, like a musician in general, but as a string player, our bow is our way to sing. It's like an extension of our arm, and it's how we sing through the instrument. Like we can think something like, oh, the violin, like the left hand is like doing everything, right? But actually, like all the expressive part is coming from the right hand. Also here, right? Like we can add some like little things here that make everything like um yeah, like a better to communicate through music, right? Like very expressive, but also the bow hand is very important, especially like trying to melt my sound with the voice and with the other instruments. Most of the times, everything comes from this hand, from the bow hand. So it's about trying like different colors and where I should put my bow, and if it needs to be like a little closer to the bridge or a little closer to this other side, and trying to melt like all the sounds of the ensemble.
Wow. So there's a
Felt that the bow itself is like another instrument. It's like a specific instrument. It's like we play two instruments because the bow could be very hard. So like
do you have any cross genre influences that you bring?
yeah, well, I'm from Mexico, so Latin American music has been always with me. Like my roots are there. Like everything comes from there. Latin American music in general, but also like folk music from Mexico. So yeah, I feel like all that music has been always very important to me in general, not only as a musician but as a person. Like growing up, like listening to yeah, my dad was used to he used to listen to like trova, like trova music.
Yes.
Yeah, so like Silvio Rodriguez as well, and like so all that type of music, like not only like Mexican music, but in general Latin American music. But also when I came here, I started to discover so many other things. Like for example, or I love jazz, like in general, and all that like type of music, like improvisation related music, and I was always loving it as a listener. But when I came here, one of my required classes, when I started my master's, was you need to learn how to improvise, like jazz improvisation. And I
Uh-huh.
was so scared, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, because as a classical musician, we usually just learn how to read the notes, and of course, like as I was telling you before, like sing through the instrument, right? Like
Hmm.
always like connect to the audience as well, and but always like following all the instructions, right?
Yeah.
But then when we don't have that and we just have like a different way to create, I was scared. I was like, I don't know how that's going to go, but okay, I need to do it. And then I started to do it, and now I love it. I love it. I started to love it, and I started to. That's why I started also to compose. So so I feel like everything that we can learn in general as a musician, as a person, is going to be always reflected in our music and how we communicate and how we create.
Yeah. That's a beautiful reflection and so true. I found that to be true in my life too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Viri. And now I have a lightning round. Are you
Mhm.
ready? Okay, so oh,
Ready.
I know the answer to this one, but I'll ask it anyway. Coffee or tea?
Tea. Tea, however, sometimes I'm like, maybe I feel to like some coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Morning or night person?
That's a very hard question. I would say, or yeah, like a few years ago, I would say like night person.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like now, like, I love always my morning routine, but also I'm good like working late at night. So I think it depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Sweet or salty?
Hmm. I think salty. However, if I have like a dessert that I really love, I would definitely prefer like something sweet. Yeah.
If that's available. I get
Yeah.
that. One word to describe mano a mano Arias in dialogue.
Community.
One word that describes you as an artist today.
Flexible.
And what's your go-to pre-rehearsal snack?
Um, some fruit. I think some fruit in general is something that I like having, or just like a banana or something like that.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
bananas
think
are good.
like, yeah.
I would agree with that. And and just to close, where can people see you? And do you have any concerts coming up or anywhere that you want to direct people? Like, do you have a newsletter? What would you like people to know? Where to find
Yeah, I have my website. So it's my name, viridianahernandez.com. And but yeah, also social media. So I'm playing around with some orchestras, some ensembles. So, but yeah, usually everything is on my website.
I
Yeah.
we'll make sure to link it in the captions of this interview. And I just want to thank you so much for collaborating with me and the ensemble on Mano Mano Arias in Dialogue. It's such a joy.
I'm very happy to be a part of the ensemble, and I'm looking forward to all our concerts.